Maybe in a research point of view, she
Yeah,
was
yeah, Brina
caught
dies for Sowers, that's
and
okay.
press ganged into the Navy.
If she dies now, that's awkward.
Alright guys,
And
Chloe's
she works
introducing.
as either a marine or
Like all of our shows, this one is a relaxed performance. That means the lights will stay like this. We've had a bit of switching with some of the hotel's lights, so they may briefly go out and then come back on 10 seconds later, but we'll never go to blackout. There'll always be some lights up. There'll be no loud, sudden noises. There is also a relaxed attitude to movement and sound from the audience for the benefit of people who would struggle to sit still, be quiet for an hour. Also, if you need to pop out and then come back in, you're more than welcome to any time during the hour. None of you look like you're in need of hearing loop headsets or anything like that. If you did, my name's Chloe, I'm the SM, I'll just be in that corner, give me a wave if you need anything. But now I will just hand you over to our GM Alex, who is running this hour.
Hello! Woo! Welcome. Thank you very much. I am Alex, and I am the GM for this and the final hour today. What is this? What's going on? Well, welcome. This is Adventurers Wanted. For anyone who doesn't know what it is or is new to anything like this, we are a tabletop role-playing game. What that means is that each person sat around this table has their own unique character that they are playing. I, as the games master, will play the rest of the world. I will play and describe the places, the people, and the things that they meet. I will tell them the things that are happening in the world, or that happen to them, and they will explain to me things that they would like to do. Sometimes I will ask them to roll a dice, and the success or failure of that dice roll will determine whether they succeed at something with great glee, or whether they fail miserably and hilariously. It helps push the story forward. The story so far. All of our players and characters are crew members aboard a naval research vessel known as the Spirit of the Horizon. On a recent mission, it was unexpectedly and magically transported to a completely new and unknown world. Now the crew have to figure out how to get home, whether that be by fighting monsters, exploring islands, finding new allies, or by some new means as yet unknown. Most recently, they found themselves bereft of gunpowder, and on a mission to find saltpeter, the final constituent part, they have made their way deep beneath a mine, or deep beneath a mountain known as the Silver Peak. They made their way through a mining community. They cleared out an infestation of these strange acid-spitting sort of crab-like ants. They came face to face with a spell-casting hermit crab, and then they found a long tunnel made entirely out of diamond. This took them down deep, and they found themselves in a cavern unimaginably big. So big there is no way it could possibly have fit beneath the mountain that they stood on. Within there they found a small party of slaves and slavers, attempting to mine a large jade boulder. One of them set off a spell, which opened a portal, a doorway in the jade structure. And tentatively, they and the slavers, although not the slaves, by the way, everybody, the slavers made their way inside this. As they did so, they turned round, and there was no longer an entrance. They are now within this strange labyrinthine jade maze. They made their way through a magical doorway, and just before we left off, one of the party had found a room, the end of which appeared to be this 40-foot tall wall of water, and they stepped forward into the room. That is where we're going to step back in. Before we do that, I'm going to get everybody to go around the table, tell everybody their name, the name of their character, what their character is, and a thing about their character that means that the other people on board this ship would have come into contact with them or would know who they are. I'm going to start on my right.
So, I'm Chris. I am playing a warlock gnome called Marda Frodo. He is the funeral director, groundskeeper of the vessel. They chuck bodies over the side, I wheel them back up, and I sacrifice them to my snake god.
He's creepy.
I'm Naomi, I'm playing Brina Froddle, who just found out about this nonsense. I'm a gnome wizard. I'm a lieutenant. I'm in charge of the magical research department on the Spirit of the Horizon. And normally she's quite panicky, but she's had to find herself taking the lead a couple of times recently. So she's trying to self-medicate to calm that down.
I'm Leo, and I'm playing Draxor the Surviving. Draxor is a silver dragonborn. Yeah, that's his name. He's a silver dragonborn. I am. His brother, Drexor, died in the initial expedition.
Died in the preview.
He died before we came to Edinburgh. And I will always remember him and fight in his name.
Hello, my name is Tuva and I play Lucille, the halfling rogue. And I probably came into contact with the ship after trying to steal something off a rich crew member. And probably being found out because she's quite reckless and sometimes a bit stupid, some might say. And I was probably pressured into joining and thought, hey, that might be fun. And is now assisting as a marine on the ship.
Lovely.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
Tuva,
What's
Lucille.
the name of your character, sorry?
Lucille.
Lucille. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Sorry. Lots going on, lots to do. Wonderful. So, the three of you, Mardar, Brina, and Draxor, are stood right on the end of this tunnel. All around you is this strange, glowing green light that seems to be emanating directly out of this jade stone structure that you're standing in. In front of you stands this room. The tunnel that you're coming in through doesn't enter at floor level. It enters, and there is a 20-foot drop down, and above you, you see that the ceiling is 20 foot above as well, and to either side, the walls are 20 feet. The far wall, which has this strange blue, wet kind of wall of water effect, is about 40, 45 feet away. You watch as your rogue friend, Olive, confidently steps forward, and her feet go out from underneath her, and she appears to be sort of lying on her back in the middle. At that point, you see her wrapped in this fizzing, golden, magical energy. No. It seems fainter than you've ever seen before, almost as if it doesn't quite work. And
This
then
is a big deal, guys.
a tiny snap, and she disappears. In her place, we find Lucille. Lucille, what were you doing on board the ship immediately before you were strangely covered in this weird magical energy?
Probably following orders, helping out wherever I could, but asking if I could not go out and join and do something more exciting.
If you could not do that, or if you is that something you want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were like, please let me go out on one of those missions. I hear there's so much fun.
Perfect.
And now you're floating.
In a gelatinous cube.
We think. We don't know
We
yet.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Who?
The newscaster. You find you have a very strange feeling, and this is a unique feeling. Not only is this the first time this has happened to you, but there is something different to what is occurring this time. As the spell fizzes around your body, and you sort of look down in excited anticipation, like, yes, it's finally my chance. It kind of spurts and starts and fizzes, and as if extra arcane energy is kind of unleashing out and trying to earth in different parts of the ship. It's not fully catching, and you have this very strange feeling. You suddenly get the impression that you are in two places at the same time.
What?
Everybody else, you see Olive disappear in front of you, and it's replaced by this kind of golden spectral form of Lucille. And as it does so, Lucille disappears away from you in a straight line towards the wall in front of you.
Lieutenant, what do we do?
I
I'm going to reform from my gaseous form.
immediately cast chromatic orb at the wall with thunder damage. I'm going to sculpt it around Lucille as best I can.
It's 40 feet away from you, so okay.
Yep. And I'm going to cast it at let's go for second level. Let's do that.
Oh, what did I just roll? Lucille, you have a sense of falling, and then you hit water, and then ground. You take 7 bludgeoning damage for hitting the water. And as you lie there, you look up, and you see above you, in the ceiling, a hatchway, and 3 figures stood. But they're stood
Oh my god.
facing
Oh, no.
at you.
Oh my god.
I wave
You wave.
Do I see that wave?
very enthusiastically.
So I make like I do what I normally do. I start like bringing it up in my hand to go and cast it, and I'm like, what?
Euclid, eat your heart out.
Hello?
I had a lot of fun writing this.
I bet you did.
I'm turned around. To
What's
the-
happening? Am I going on an adventure now?
I'm going to turn around
We
to
can't
the
hear you,
other
I'm sure.
3,
Roll.
the slave,
Can we hear it?
the 2 slave owners,
I
and
rolled a
I'm
17.
going to
Yeah, you
roll
hear
a
it.
deception and be like, it must be a portal out of here.
You're trying to deceive them.
The other 3, okay.
Roll at disadvantage because they're not blind.
Okay. I hear what you say, and I go,
3, no.
No.
worry not, halfling. We are coming for you.
7.
I'd like to message her and go, wave like this, and show her if you're okay. Can I not message her?
Sorry, I was saying no, neither of them are.
I'm gonna point directly at her and go, wave like this, if you're okay.
Does it
Lieutenant.
hurt?
If we had a fishing rod, I could pull her out.
So
We're gonna
everyone
talk about
else-
this on the ship.
Can I try and get to them?
Yeah, you're currently sort of lying on the floor,
Yeah.
in maybe a foot of water. So you need to stand up.
Yeah?
And as you stand up, everyone else you watch as basically on the opposite wall, you see Lucille stand up.
Oh, I see.
And she is at 90 degrees to you. So as you look at her, you see the top of her head.
I'm going to walk over and like walk as if I'm walking onto that wall. So then I would be. It's like if this was. Yeah, so I would be like walking as if it's like just straight up.
So the wall that she is walking on is the far wall.
So you're intending to like jump, like
To
so
try
you
and
intend
get
to like
into your
bring your legs
brain.
up and jump down like that. Is
As
that what
far
you're
as Lucille sees you,
Yeah.
you guys are in the ceiling. So there is no wall that you could walk along that would take you to that.
You know what?
I'm just gonna jump.
Yeah, I'm going in. Let's do
I
it.
think all 3 of us made that decision simultaneously.
We're going in.
All 3 of you jump
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Let's hang on before we all do this. Let's go one at a time.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I mean, you do all have rope on you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Olive said the only way was forward.
You're jumping.
Yeah, we're jumping.
Yeah, the only way is forward.
I have featherfall.
The only way is up.
You will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit
Can I cast featherfall?
yes, on everyone, yes?
Everyone.
Okay, you float down gently. Do you cast it on the other 2?
Nope.
The other 3?
Nope. Oh wait, no. I
Yes.
cast it on the one who's our friend. I cast it on Quaid. I cast it on him.
Okay, you cast it on Quaid.
Yeah.
The other 2 watch you leap forward and slowly make your way down into the water, and they look confused and angry, and they are obviously having a conversation about what they're going to do next and how that's going to work out.
Good for them. What do we see?
As you land in the water,
They're slavers. Like,
you see
although it's a good job I don't know
that the
slavers.
water is about a foot deep, and all of you land gently into it. The gnomes, it comes up to your waist.
Okay.
Draxor, it barely crests your ankle.
Yep.
Draxor, sorry.
Draxor. Drexor's my
Draxor.
dead brother. That's highly
Um,
insensitive.
And Lucille, you see stood in front of you, looking almost identical to how she normally does, but instead of she seems incorporeal. Like she's not really there. It's like an aspect of her has been sent forwards. Roll an insight check.
Can I roll an Arcana check since I've been researching this
Yes.
magic?
Can I try and put my hand through it?
Yes.
That was 8.
Do you,
15.
Roll and
In-
just reaching
Can I
gently.
coax them
yeah.
down?
Just. I
Straight-
just want.
just-
I want to
just
go and
inside.
pat her on
7.
her right.
7. Okay.
I want to pat her on her right shoulder.
You go to pat her on her right shoulder. As you do so, there is a slight sense of give, but
You are squishy, halfling.
if you if you pushed, you feel like it might make
No,
its
I
way
don't.
through.
I don't want to. No.
I rolled a 15 on my Arcana check.
This is
Weird.
new.
Yeah.
Like you've been through this process a lot. You've seen it happen to many other people. This is the first time anything like this has occurred. You get the sense from your previous Arcana checks on this area, and from the creepy voice in your head,
That reminds me I need to cast something else in a minute.
that this is something to do with the strength of the magic that you find yourselves within. The spell or the magical aura that that covers the whole ship and causes this weird teleportation device has had to try really hard to replace what was here with what is now here. This is new.
This magic's more powerful than the magic we've used before.
Which magic?
The
Which
tablet
one?
magic.
Wait, no. You're playing the pronoun game with magics. Which magic is more powerful than which magic?
The magic that's
My magic.
affecting... No. The magic that's... You don't have
My
magic. The magic that's No, not yours either.
I'm not the
How do you
cleverest.
know?
Slower. Be slower.
In all my years of magical research, military and otherwise, I cannot comprehend the strength of this magic to the point where I would compare it to the tablet that brought us here.
We have a problem.
We do. I think I'm going to be pretty much useless here.
No, I mean to say that which way is now forwards.
Yeah,
We went forwards, now we've got 4 different directions. Any of them could be forwards.
What is north, please?
Do you want the dice? It's over
It's
here.
here, Alex.
We rolled a 10.
You have no real sense of direction, time. You're just
Describe
down
where
here
we're
for
standing.
years.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know about the foot of water.
What
you,
else? can
you are
see?
stood in a cube, 40 foot by 40 foot by 40 foot.
Is Lucille notably older than we remember?
Nope,
Or
she
younger?
looks absolutely identical apart from
Fantastic.
she's basically
Not in
made
some
of like
time.
Not
a
that
golden outline.
And there's no exits.
No
Roll
doors.
me a perception check.
18.
Brina's drinking from her flask.
7.
10.
She's drinking from her flask.
18.
It's like 5.
18.
just
Draxor,
Draxor.
you spot over on the edge towards one of the sides of the room, left, right. That side of the room,
Left.
that there is a tiny little opening, maybe 5 foot by 5 foot.
Lieutenant,
Yes.
there's a hole in the floor.
I head to the hole.
I want to coax down the other 3.
As you head to the hole,
Creepy son of a.
I need everybody's dexterity scores.
Everyone's dexterity scores. 14.
What's
Well,
what's Lucille's dexterity score?
18.
13.
18.
Mine is 8.
Oh, my dexterity score. Oh,
It's just here.
14 and yours is
that.
13.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As Brina strides confidently through this.
No, she's not that confident.
Okay, as she moves forward tentatively
Yeah, there you go.
through this waist-high water, the water around you begins to move and swirl
She
and
like, moves
change
back straight away if she can.
and move,
I'm continuing towards the opening.
and around you these 4 watery, snake-like beings crash, and the water level in the room drops noticeably.
Of course it does. Get behind me, everyone!
Can I have some combat music, please? Some wet combat music.
Before we do, I get behind him. I get absolutely behind Draxor.
I'm going. I think I know what I'm going to do.
Out of interest, as this happens, you look up to the ceiling and you see that the 2 people who had previously been trying to work out how to get down there stand cross-armed, smiling. They no longer wish to get down there.
Well, they can go.
That's wonderful, thank you.
Right, so if you attack a creature that is otherwise distracted, you get to do
Lucille, you are going to have the first chance to do anything and to make any form of attack.
Is there anyone that seems... Well, no one's engaged with any creature yet.
No. Right now, literally just around you, they have just... And as they do so, like the water sucks around from beneath your legs, and you feel the pull as they sort of take form.
I'll just use my rapier and run up to one of them
Okay,
and try and stab at it.
please. You're getting heckled.
Mechanical heckles from the audience are not in character.
It's my DM.
Hold your action.
Yeah.
Roll an attack roll, please.
Hold your action until someone's distracted. Yeah, I know, I'm aware.
20.
Yeah.
Natural 20?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
11.
11 points of damage. Describe to me exactly how your rapier attacks.
Oh, I'm just going straight forward.
You poke at it. Wonderful.
I'm very enthusiastic.
It,
So happy to be on the ship.
it enters in, and the creature sort of, and it sounds a little bit like a wave crashing against the side of a rock.
Of course it does.
It's made of water. I'm tired.
No, like, that's legit.
Okay.
Like, it's...
And as you pull your rapier back out, a little bit of the water comes with it, and as it does so, it sort of dries and evaporates and disappears. You get a sense that, yes, you've hurt it. Not as much as you thought you had.
Okay.
It was 11 you did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I see.
At that point, they move.
Can I disengage?
Cunning action.
Yes, you can. You can disengage and make your way back to where the group are. The 4 of them swirl around you, and they move. No, they don't, because they're not underwater. They are the water. They remain static where they are, but they attempt to attack you by sort of slamming down, hitting you. They are going to attack Brina.
We just spent some spell points on shield, everyone.
Come on, shield.
I'm going to roll all 4 of them at the same time,
Okay.
just to get the pain
Yeah.
out of the way.
My AC is 12.
What?
I'm a wizard.
You've got +1
Arrow.
robes.
2 of them hit.
No one gave me +1 road. 2 of them hit.
Everyone-
Okay, I would immediately like to cast Shield, which adds 5 to my OC, taking it up to 17.
1 of them hits.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ooh, headbutt the thing.
That's right.
34.
There's only a cat though.
Oh, sorry, I need a D6. It's not a D6. Thank you. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Do I have to?
You are medium or smaller, and therefore you are grappled.
Oh, shit.
You are now restrained, and it will attempt to drown you.
Great. Sure.
That
Fine.
ends their turn.
How generous of it.
Brina, it's
my
your
God.
turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Hang on. I need V. Can you search this spell for me, please, and see who gets there first?
What spell is
That
it?
one. Shh. I want to ruin his fun.
You're not gonna.
We're gonna try.
This is too much fun.
Where is it? It's not here.
I'm-
It's in
yeah.
HP.
How
Thank you
long?
very much. Okay. Touch visual. Right, I am going to make. I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch,
Oh.
which is necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I forgot.
No, be- Okay, 23.
That hits.
Right, 3d6. That's 5, 8, 10 damage.
10 damage.
And Brina gets 5 health back. Right?
And I get 5 health back.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much health do I take back from Vampiric Touch?
It's a necromancy skill, yeah. Spell.
Half the amount dealt.
Half the amount dealt. So that was 10
Five.
damage to 5 back.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that your action?
That is my action.
So you don't attempt to break the grapple?
I do not attempt to break the grapple. I'm trying to get health back.
You're fine.
For now.
Yeah. She's not strong and she knows it. Like,
No.
And that
She's
is
the strongest of us all.
please say that at my funeral when I die from this water elemental thing.
Draxor will remember it.
For me next, I'm joining you, Almorn.
This is
Joining
all.
ya.
This is almost exactly how Olmorn died. Yes.
I can't run away from it if I'm standing. Actually, yes, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning from Almorn's mistakes.
Ri-
Because Noggin told me.
Returners, our northern cleric and helmsman Olmorn died. He was drowned by a water elemental.
he was played by Sean Bean. He had to die.
Brina's not going down that way.
That brings us to the end of Brina's turn. And it is now Mardar's turn.
I don't know why I was looking.
Which one is closest to me? Is there one closest to me?
I would say the one closest to you is the one that Lucille just stabbed.
Okay, which is the closest? I'll attack the closest one to me that hasn't had any damage. I'm going to do Hex versus bonus action.
Okay.
It's this one.
And then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at 4th level.
Ooh, okay.
A 4th level witch bolt. Now we're playing.
Okay. Roll your attack.
This is going to hurt me.
No, it's not
Do
the
I
one
have
that
to
you.
do
Oh, good,
Hex
thank
first?
Yeah.
That is a 9 for the Hex. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
What is it against?
I'll have to look it back up again.
Is Hex a saving throw? Yeah, Hex.
Oh.
Hex just
Hex
happens.
is content coming soon.
Hex
Thanks
is-
D&D Beyond.
You place a Oh, I didn't have to roll for
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to
No,
roll.
it just
for
Aha.
happens. You're
We're
pretty
not
sure.
playing D&D, so I don't know why you're using that.
So roll for. I'll roll for Witch Bolt. Roll for Witch Bolt then.
Yes, please.
13 plus 5, 18.
Against his
Plus
armor class?
rolls,
That
perfect.
hits.
Yeah, that hits. So I deal. I don't know how much you do.
4d12.
4d12.
Yeah,
Can I have a couple more d12? And I'll roll this d6.
and it stays up, and you can use an action at the end of your at part of your next turn to deal 4d12 again without having to roll to attack. Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Can I have a
Unless you carry a halberd.
and it's
Can I have
not
a
a
four?
barbarian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, D20.
d12?
D12. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I love Witch Bolt. It's a great spell.
I love Witch Bolt. I miss Witch Bolt.
5, 5, 10,
15, 18.
Good. Solid.
18. It screams out of you,
Keep my D12. I won't
smashes
use any of
into
my
the
spells.
side of it, and it knocks a whole sort of like a mini wave, like someone's thrown an entire bucket of water out the side of it, and as it flashes across, it sort of disappears and dissipates. Yep.
Now it's me.
Draxor.
As a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanically, how many spell points does an 8th level paladin have? 22.
Yeah, not a huge number.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
That's fine. But that's fine. They're mostly going to be for cure wounds at this point.
Thank you.
And I'm going to take my action to make my weapon into a sacred weapon. Okay. Praying to Mahakirio, the Dragon Lord, calling down for him to imbue my weapon with his holy power.
Wonderful. So your armor shines out with divine light, and
Yep.
then your whatever you're carrying also.
First turn is buffs.
That brings
I
us
walked off. I'm gonna see if you
back
really
to the
try
top of the
to
round, and it is now Lucille's
Do
turn.
I have
like to
to
save
attack?
as many people as I can with the idea if I can. But if you're not gonna find me,
No, I don't think you do.
behind someone.
I'm
very
gonna
well.
run up to the one attacking Brina.
Cool. Yeah, the one that
Uh,
Brina is inside. Yeah.
Yeah, and stab it from the back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 8, 20, 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
Sneak attack.
I'll allow it. You weren't being particularly sneaky, but I'm going to allow it.
20.
20 points.
No, it's more than
24.
20, it's 24.
24. Your rapier dashes in and out, stabbing around it, slashing at it. You do a little L, and more of the water flicks out of it. As which one was which? Again, you get the sense that you did a lot of damage, but it didn't take all of it.
Can I disengage and hide behind the paladin? Well,
He's pretty big,
Yeah.
so yeah. That means it's their turn again. The one that is restraining you. Is going to just sort of like pull in on itself and try and hold you in the center of itself. You get the impression that it is definitely trying to drown you. You have, what is your constitution modifier?
I think it's 1. +1, not -1. I'm not going to die over Constitution. Oh, +2.
You have 2 rounds
Yep.
to get out of it,
I have a plan.
or you will start drowning.
I have a plan.
You better have a plan.
The other 3, one of them turns. 2 of them attack you.
You're the one who did the damage, I don't know why you look surprised.
That's a 22 and a 15.
They will both hit.
You're a warlock, so we're magic users. Gotta. So squishy. Can't hide from water elementals in water though.
You take 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
What size are you?
I'm a
Gnome.
gnome.
Oh, you know you're no.
You are grappled by one of them. Same as Brina.
Tiny
I'm
evil
glad I
gnome.
talked to you about this plan now.
Don't worry, I've got plenty of power.
I have been bad and forgot that there was another person in the party.
I think you do have to be sneaky.
Oh, you forgot about our,
I forgot
our buddy,
about.
our
I
Sariki.
forgot about our Sarita.
No, I
he
passed
came
by
down with
before and
you.
He came down.
Sorry,
Oh, I
there's
didn't-
many things going on at once.
It's okay.
He's going to jump in at this point,
Thanks for jumping in.
and attack.
Quaid.
He's only carrying like a basic hand axe.
We're not expecting him to do loads, but we're expecting him to help.
No,
No.
he's not helping.
He slashes wildly at one of them, but misses, and
Quaid, it's like your profession is not adventurer.
How dare you?
Brina,
I am going to. I can see this hole in the wall. Yes.
you can.
How far away is it from me?
From where you currently
From
stood.
where I'm currently am.
Well, you're inside
Inside the water weird. Yes.
the water weird.
Other what elementals are available.
25 feet.
Is that it? Yes, it is. I am going to cast Dimension Door and Dimension Door myself just inside the hole, please.
Okay. You do so.
Yes, I do.
You are no longer inside the water weird. You are hidden just inside this small 5 foot tall.
I would like to hide, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're not particularly perceptive, so you disappear from sight as far as they are concerned.
Okay, that's my turn.
That brings us back to Modar.
Okay, so I have
It
two
works.
options. I can either do the same thing, but I think that would be disrespectful to the great snake mother. So,
I have a question. Is the witch bolt still active?
yeah, is it on
Yeah.
the one that I'm...
It's concentration, so it's still
So-
counts, and you just deal
yeah,
with
but is it the
damage.
one that's grappling me?
So he
Or
needs to
is
take
that the other one that...
Oh, you need
Yeah.
to take a save
You need
Yeah.
to,
to
save
keep your
to keep it
concentration.
up.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
did quite a lot of damage.
Okay, so I do a save and...
What's the save?
So that is it. Full damage total, or just the damage on
It's
the
half.
one from that one?
Well, either you do full damage total or 2
Halved.
at 10.
I think the DC would be 8
And that's just a...
or 10.
10's the minimum.
It's 10 now.
Yeah,
Is the
and
DC.
is that what saving throw?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Yep. So +2.
Critical fail!
Well,
Yeah,
there
your
goes that.
Your spell zaps out, and your witch bolt is no longer active. It is still your turn, though.
We can still use witch bolt here.
I can still use witch bolt from here.
At 4th level, we're going to do that. I got the natural one out of the way.
I was going to give you raging twice. Yeah, you've rolled 2 this hour, haven't you? So super great.
Roll.
Roll.
18 plus 5, 23.
That hits.
Roll your d12.
4d12. 4d12. 48 damage.
Oh, that's very nice.
12.
Very nice.
17. 26.
26 points of damage. Yeah, it fizzes into the same creature, and it takes a lot of damage. I'm gonna say it's reduced in height because there's less of it available, more of the water. So its reach is decreased. It can still attack one person in the party, but no one else. 26 damage, you say?
Yeah, and then I still grapple.
You didn't attempt to break the grapple as your turn. So yes, you are still within inside it. It explodes. This witch bolt explodes out from inside it, and you sort of instinctively duck to move out of the way of this
Bring my
water,
shield up.
and it dissipates before it gets to you. That is the end of
Never
Mardar's turn. At this point, you see a rope drop down, and sliding down it with a smirk on his face, and appears Vilosh, your Sariki friend, not friend.
No.
No, not our friend.
And then he lands, the rope back up, and next to him lands Chitinous Glabic, who has taken some damage, but I've just remembered has Featherfall because She's a guru.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
takes less damage than that. But yeah, she's basically just leapt into the cavern and lands
Still
down
not
beside
impressive.
it.
We all did that. So.
So, just to be clear, while all of this has happened, all Draxor has done is just stand there and watch.
And buff. Yeah.
Thanks, Paladin.
It is, however, his turn to do something.
And I am going to run at the water weirds, and I was going to attack. I was going to attack the one that had grappled my gnome friend. But Draxor is an intelligent fighter, and he sees that hitting it anywhere will reduce it everywhere. So I just hit it at the nearest place.
Cool. Roll an attack.
With my sword, which is now a magic weapon.
Yep.
Oh god.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
How? What happens when you fail?
So I bring back my sword, and some of the water that has splashed up from Chitinous Glabic hitting the ground has got in my eye, and I bring back my sword, and then I can't see. I can't see! I can't see! I need to.
Yeah. That.
No, his player wears glasses.
With that.
I'm sorry.
With that. With that sorry display, Lucille, it becomes your go again.
Still trying to be a bit tactical about this. Are there any that look distracted? Did the paladin do anything that drew any attention?
I mean, I was flailing pretty hard.
And yelling.
Yeah, I mean, one of them is very much sidetracked by the fact that it's got something inside it. So that
Yeah.
one's not paying you any attention. The one that you stabbed most recently is kind of shaking around, looking like it knows it's been hurt, but it didn't know who did it. And it's looking for an outlet. It's somewhat distracted though, so you could attack it again.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I will try and help my friend that is trapped. I think would be good.
That's smart.
Yeah, I will run up to that.
Are you going to try and reach in and grab him and pull him out?
I will not do that. I don't think I'd have much of a chance. But I will try and slash it to weaken it.
Cool. Yeah. That's good. I roll another attack.
20.
That hits.
Sneak attack.
You said it was distracted
It's distracted. Yes.
by your own precedent. I can't help you, I'm afraid, because I
Put your glasses back on.
can't. Draxor doesn't wear glasses.
13 plus 4. So that's. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Put your glasses back on, Leah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
14
So
plus
that's
4,
10,
18
13,
plus
17,
20.
24. It's more than that, isn't it? Because you got your plus 4.
Yeah, I think it was 20.
So that's 10, 13, 17,
21.
21.
21 points of slashing damage. You scythe across the base of it, and it's looking. It loses a lot of its waterous form,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say that as it does so, the water level drops so much that you can breathe, but you are still grappled by it.
So how tall is it? Because he's a gnome.
Yeah, it's like about
Okay.
2 foot tall now.
Yeah, cool.
The one next to it, huge.
Because no one's attacked it, really.
At which
So-
point,
Well, I tried.
it smashes down into Draxor.
Sure.
Good. Let it try.
Thank
Let it
God.
try!
21?
Does not hit me.
21 doesn't hit
Does
you.
not hit me. 23 would hit me.
Oh, you've got your buff on, yeah, sorry. It smashes down beside you, goes all the way around you, comes back up, and you are held beneath this magical, divine...
Yeah.
I'm going to check that later.
He rolled it up.
The other two,
It's +1 plate armor.
the one that attacked Brina is going to search around. He's now going to attack the two that have just arrived.
+1
Good.
plate armor and a shield.
Fail.
21, yeah.
Fail.
That's not fair.
23 was shielded.
And the one that you were stabbing earlier is going to attack Vilosh. Fail.
Come on, it can't hit
That
the bad
hits.
guy.
Yes.
That hits. It does many damages. It takes some damage, and he becomes grappled as well.
Good.
Can I make a conscious effort not to help him?
You can indeed.
Yes. Yes, you can. I just wanted to state the intention for the room. I was filling time while he did his maths, alright?
It's then.
Cool.
The Meguro rushes over to where you are desperately trying to get out, and it attacks 3 times with its spear. Critical failure. That doesn't hit. The first one hits and does
Like, yeah.
some damage. She goes to stab. Ooh, one of those is a critical failure, and you are inside it. Unlucky.
Oh.
Sorry, that's how it works.
It's fair.
You take 2 points of stabby
stabby damage.
Stabby damage.
Stabby damage.
So the first
No stabby.
the first strike goes in and basically just destroys the water weird, but it's not the smartest gladiator in the world. So the second stab goes in, and now it's dead. But doesn't spot that until after.
Or, to
Stabbed
be
you for
fair,
2 points
she
of-
doesn't like us, and she just took the opportunity to stab you for 2 points of damage.
Roll insight.
Put your glasses
21.
It was an accident.
Oh, okay.
Disappeared, gone. That brings us back to Brina.
Thank you. Right. Can
Thank
I have an assessment of the situation? So there's one grappling Drexel, right? Was there?
Yep.
And then there's right. The one that's grappling Drexel, I'm going to sculpt the spell around him. I'm going to send in a
Wait,
cold.
is it grappling me?
Is it grappling you, or was it not grappling?
No,
it's not grappling.
The big one that just attacked him.
Yeah.
I would like to throw a cold chromatic orb at it.
Good shout.
Yes.
Yep.
Very good shout.
I know my shit. Right. Although,
Does Brina.
ooh, 10. 10.
10?
With my 8 modifier, yes.
Does not hit.
Rolled a 2. Terrible.
Your chromatic orb flies past, smashing into the wall beside,
Goes
and
rolling again.
fails.
But later.
Is that anything else you'd like to do?
All I've got left is movement and a bonus action, and I don't have anything for that. So
Mardar.
no.
You are no longer within inside this. The one you were in is dead.
She's just a big one there.
Yeah.
I'm going to. How far away am I from the hole?
Actually.
About 30 foot.
I'm going to go as close to it as possible. I'm going to use the old Hex Witch Bolt combo on the big one.
Yep.
So
On
Good
the
old
one.
1-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit scary how fast we're eating them up, isn't it?
Yeah. So I roll natural 1.
Ooh, double evil grin. I was already evil grinning, but now I'm grinning. Yeah, your magic does not succeed at all. Explain to me how your magic doesn't succeed.
Yeah, explain how you fail.
Okay, so I put all of the energy into my snake ring, and it powers up, but I power it up too much, and basically it just this magical finger just gets torn off my hand and just goes flying forward.
Wow.
That's gonna smart.
Brutal.
He's playing for keeps, isn't he?
You're here for another hour, remember?
Watch it. You lost a finger.
Apologies, incredibly graphic description about to come up. Your finger remains where it is, but
Oh,
the
no.
flesh around your finger sloughs off.
You flayed yourself.
I've seen it happen.
Have you?
Yep.
We can talk about that story later. That's a pub story for after.
I put my little finger in his pencil
It's
sharpener
just because
once.
in that case my ring might still hit something.
I was very young.
It goes flying.
At this point,
Oh, God.
you
didn't
see
find that. That's your focus.
in the middle of the room, Vilos drop to his knees with his hands over his head like this, and he's muttering and mumbling, and he's saying, "No, get out of my head, 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 get out of my head!"
We get it.
And at that point,
That's concerning.
you feel an explosion of arcane energy. I want you to roll an Arcana check.
Yep.
You couldn't just give me another go, could you?
21.
You feel a spell you recognize. You've only recently learned it.
Oh, no.
You feel this sense of magic being dispelled, but more powerful than you've ever felt before, more powerful than you've ever seen before, and there is this wave, and the room starts to twist and turn, and all of you lose your footing, and
I'm not in the
you're
room, I'm in the
falling, but you're not falling towards anything. You're falling as the tunnels seem to crush in and push you, as if everything is becoming smaller and smaller, and you are being pulled closer and closer and closer towards something.
White the critical fail.
And that's where we're going to end this hour.
Did I take any damage from my...
Thank you, Alex,
Finger
and all of our players.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
One.
coming. We are doing this from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the Fringe, apart from the 24th and 25th. We're also streaming the whole thing on twitch.tv/adventurerswanted, and we're live tweeting it on @adventurers250. We now have a quick little turnaround to the next hour. You're more than welcome to grab another ticket to come and watch. You can also buy player tickets if you ever want to play. But for now, it's just the doors behind you, and thank you very much for coming, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much.
Lucille, if you ever come back and play with us again,
You're a big.
all of this appeared in your mind as this crazy dream.
We're both. You're a big.
Yeah. For the